set the thing to 3000, you know, the vertical speed. Vertical, I forgot what that's called. It's VS, the vertical speed. So I set that to 3000, it reaches 3000, it will flashes and stops. And it will hold at 3000 because I'm on autopilot, following a GPS that I plot myself using this machine to Liba. It's a military base. I didn't plan it, like I just took off and then I used the Garmin to find the closest airport for landing and shit. So, and then plot it, and it gives me that pink line, the GPS. You turn that on, you know, change the nav mode from heading to nav, like click nav. It'll switch between rotation lock, pitch lock, and GPS, whatever. And all these things I bound to keyboard, but sometimes I click this too. So that, like, I don't fly it, you know, I'm just watching it. Because now it's autopilot. So it's following the pink line, holding it at 3000, right, altitude hold, ALT, following the GPS and autopilot. When, before I land, I'm going to turn that off and land it by hand. So far, there's a lot of trouble. Like, I don't know what to do. Like, if I want to zoom the map, look, if I click it, you see that? All those question marks. Like, I don't know what to bind to do that. Whereas before, like a few patches ago, they would let me turn this wheel, like with the mouse, so I could zoom this thing in and out and check out the airport before I land, so I know that the one-way marking and all that. But now, I don't even know how to turn it. So, what the fuck? So I'm guessing the airport that I need to land is that right out there, which is still pretty far. So you can check this out. Yeah, so I passed this thingy on the right, and the angle thingy, the airport's there. So if I look out, see, that's the thingy. It's like fish farm. So then there's a huge patch of that, which is that, and the angle thing is there. So where I need to land is in that white thing. So before I'm too close to it, I get down below the cloud so I can see it. Or else, if you fly there, then the approach is going to be through the clouds, you know. And there are way more things I could do. Like, I can check whether the airport has ILS, and it can even land itself if it has. But it's really clumsy. I can. So I stopped the head tracking for now. Oh, why the fuck is it cooking? Anyway, so LIBA. I'll use this menu. Let's see. And we need that WW. Let's see the weather, I think. No. Then it's not there. And then I'm traveling. And then I want to zoom into the airport to see details of what it has. So So that's traffic map navigation. And then the outer ring is to turn those big tabs to the map that we view. So nice. I've never seen this page before. This is like a new patch. Or at least, the last time I didn't have it. GTE is like 11 minutes to arrive, so I have a long time. That's not it, so turn. So FL, FPL for flight plan. And I can't see more, like it doesn't say any kind of procedure. So if I could prop, so I can do that, so I can select arrival maybe, and select approach first, let's see. Okay, so they actually have ILS 29 right, which is the runway I land in. So I can actually activate this, and then vectors, sure. And then fuck minimums, and then I just go activate, right? So you need to turn the outer to activate, and then enter. And that's when I go over, sure. So I wasn't approved for GPS landing, but I can load the information anyway, so I can see it. Sure. Oh, I see. Because I talked to the ATC told me to fly straight in instead of the approach. That's why I shouldn't even use this. So this is like a pre-planned ILS landing. I get it. So they cancel it. Probably. Don't want the approach, don't want visual 291. Oh. Just 9 straight. Whatever, same. Oh. Yeah, I see. So, like, it looks complicated, right? But you keep playing it, it'll sink in. Like, at first you freak out, you're like, oh fuck, you wanna know what the fuck's happening, you know? Then, play more. You know, like, how to work and stuff. Like, what's the Garmin? I don't know how to take that out anymore. And, okay. See, I can't zoom like I want to zoom, but I don't know what to do. Like it's the third one. I just map zoom, see, but the question mark. Like, fuck. 4 minutes. So I got that from the Flight Simulator 2000 training. It's like instrument flying. Like that whole, like we spent 5 minutes just doing this, and without looking outside. It doesn't matter. Once you learn the instruments, it really doesn't matter, because what if the outside is like all cloud and lighting and shit, you can't see shit anyway. So you need to learn this. In the Cessna G1000 is like really good already, because if you're in the 152 with the like what you learn to fly in the game right now, you fly the 152, the one with the VORs and the factors, the alignment region, not the Garmin, right? So when you're flying a Garmin, you basically can't lose. I don't know what this flickering shit is. Some kind of DLSS shit. Flickering, you see that? I'm turning the tracking back on. So the good thing with the tracking is when you sit up, like, see? You can see you land like this. When you land, you don't look at the dashboard, you know, just like driving. Like without head tracking, it's almost impossible to do that. Because your mouse look don't move the XYZ. Your mouse look only do this, right? But if you want to do this, so then you need to press a lot of keys, like the page up and down and shit. That's why like head tracking is awesome. VR is also awesome because in VR you can also do that. You can also like land like that. You can also bind, like you can save camera positions to do this. Right? So you go there and you save that position, and then you control 4 or whatever you can do, which is what I used to do before I had head tracking.
Amendola Tower Cessna Bravo Romeo 101 is unfamiliar with the area. Request directions to the airport.
Cessna 101 airport is 12 o'clock 8 miles.
I just wanted to check the distance. So, you know, there's runway 29 right, that means heading to 90, and the GPS plot, you know, so we're on 293 right now. So we're basically flying straight in, but it's a bad landing because if you look at the wind, see the wind? It's a tailwind. So landing tailwind, it's harder. Because it's it's easier to bounce. Because it's harder to do that stall touchdown thingy when you're flying with the wind. There's nothing to lift you while you're going slow, you know, so you have to land control. So for some reason the GPS turned off. Oh, now might be a good time to fly manual. So I turn the AP off. Reset the barometer. The barrel actually went up by 4.04. So I think the flashy is like 291, not sure. Let's check. I'm not the flashies, maybe. Yeah, I think the flashies. And down mouse 5 to reset camera, by the way. So when I zoom in, press mouse 5, bounce back to the correct position. So in the Cessna, I try to aim to
Clear to land runway 29er right.
Clear to land runway 29er right Cessna 101.
I aim to touch down at like 60 or something, 60, like 70, like the speed. So I think that's 29 right because the left one is left, right, 29 at left. So I'm guessing the flashy is where I need to land, and I'm way too high, so I'm gonna turn down the throttle and lose some altitude. I'm not gonna flap yet, but to do it, you do a side slip like this, and side, and then I full right rudder and roll left to lose a lot of energy. You're basically wasting the aerodynamics. And then slowly let go. And then you see that altitude is like 2300 right now. I'm way too high, so I'm just gonna full left rudder, roll right, pitch down. I'm just wasting energy. So drop. Then it's too high, super high, so more. now I one flap. Just slipping like shit. Just see, it makes no sense, but that's how you lose energy, like side slipping like that. And you should have went around, you know. But fuck that. I don't want to do that. And then one more flap. Like, you're not supposed to do this in real life. Like you die, you know. Like not as aggressive as I did it. People actually do this, but I'm doing it like really aggressive, you know. Like actually zero throttle. People don't do the zero throttle. And then I go full flaps right now. And so I lost a lot of shitload energy. Now I'm like at 40 something. I'm about to stall, and then I just take it easy. Right? And now I try to adjust. Right? And look at the wind again. The wind is all of a sudden is headwind from the right, so I'm all good. And see the speed. Now I can. So that's like the center you were talking about. The wind is from the right, so you gotta grab it a little to the right like that. You stop. Slow down.
Cessna 101, exit runway when able.
I always go to this view and make sure the flaps are back up. And just look for a thing, look for the exit just to the right, like they want me to go to the right. So I just follow the blue ribbon, like I turn the taxi on, just, you know, I don't know the airport. And you like that landing though, right?
Cessna 101, turn next taxiway.
Yes.
Cessna 101, contact ground on 118.205.
118.205 for Cessna 101. Amendola ground Cessna Bravo Romeo 101, request taxi to parking.
Cessna Bravo Romeo 101, taxi to general aviation parking via taxiway Delta.
Taxiing to general aviation parking via taxiway Delta Cessna 101.
Checking traffic as you turn. This looks way better, like in Ultra. Even the taxi indicator is like shadow, you know. Like everything's ambient, maximum ambient occlusion. Holy shit, look at this. Like the arrows look so nice. Oh, the car is trolling me, bro. The truck is trolling me. Jesus. Oh my god, another vehicle. Are you serious? Are you serious? Holy shit. Another one, another one. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck is that? Open it up. Oh shit, I can't turn it. That's good enough. So then here you are parking brake light. Just turn on the parking brake, and then you turn off the thing. So throttle 0, parking brake. It's good. Turn on all these switches, all these lights. You're supposed to turn off all these knobs too, but whatever. Then you just turn on the bus, so the electricity. And then you turn off the key. And then this pops up once you turn everything off. And it tells you, place of origin. I flew for like 40 minutes. Yeah, 40 minutes during the day. Takeoff's 1 and landing during the day 1. And it logs it. So that's why you should always land your ship. Alright, so that. See ya.